Trading stocks, futures, options on futures, and retail off-exchange foreign currency transactions involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. You should carefully consider whether trading is suitable for you in light of your circumstances, knowledge, and financial resources. You may lose all or more of your initial investment. Opinions, market data, and recommendations are subject to change at any time.
Happy Friday, traders. Happy Friday. Hope everybody is doing well. What a crazy Globex session we had overnight last night, huh? I was able to take advantage of a little bit of it, and I'll show that to you here in a minute. And it's probably going to be a crazy day ahead, too. Probably some good trading opportunities, but also it's Friday, so be very, very careful. Be some good opportunities, but there could be some chop that gets you chopped up before that opportunity really develops. All right, let's get to it. Trading news, Apex still has the 80% off. It is also has half price resets, and you can pass with just one trading day. Typically, it takes a minimum of 7 trading days that you need to trade before you can hit the profit target and pass. With the 1 day, simply means you can pass. You hit your profit target in 1 day, you pass. Now, you can still take as long as you need. That's not an issue. But if you were to pass in 1 day, you can do that. You can also have up to 20 funded accounts. You could have unlimited evaluations, but you can only turn them into 20 funded accounts. I'll be demonstrating how to trade multiple accounts today using replikanto with Apex. Trader funding. So take advantage of the 80% off sale. That promo code is Pathway, Pathway. Just always use the code Pathway and you will get the best possible deal that Apex is offering. All right, let's go look at the bulenox. Also, they have a 90% off through the end of the month. Code HOT90. It's on the 25K, the 50K, and the 100K. Highly recommend the 25 or the 50K. If you're a beginner, this is fantastic because the evaluations are extremely cheap. So if you fail, it doesn't cost you a lot of money. It's good for your practice. If you do pass, example, a 50K evaluation, a one-time funded fee is $148 if you pass. That is with bulenox. And if you go to my homepage at prolongwealth.com, you'll see my top 6 funded prop firms that I recommend, including Take Profit Trader, which has 50% off right now. That code is PATH. MyFundedFutures has probably the most unbelievable deal going on right now in their starter plans. A 50K account is only $50, and if you pass, activation is only $50. So that is total all in of just $100 for account with MyFundedFutures. Here's the sign up link. Use the code Pathway as well, Pathway. Top step, as always, one step, one rule, $49 for the 50K and $149 for the funded fee. Blue Sky Trading also has 25% off using the code Pathway25, and they have a flash sale going on their 2 static accounts. Sign up link is right here. And to check all prop firm deals, just click on this link or up here where it says view all prop firm deals. This is every prop firm deal in the future space. There's some other ones going on here. Other good ones like Trade Day, get 20% off. Sign up code is TradePath. And you can check your favorite prop firm and see what the current deal is going on. I do recommend my top 6. Apex, bulenox, Take Profit, MyFundedFutures, Top Step, and Blue Sky. Cannot go wrong with any of those 6. And if you have a favorite down here, welcome to use those too. I have certainly used the other ones below, but I have come up with my top 6 firms. Also, you can join my Discord. There's a free Discord here to check. I run my algo in the Discord. So that's just an update of this morning's current sales going on. Check the chat room real quick. Be sure to say hello in the chat room so I know you're here. Also, if you can, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate that. It helps. So let's just talk about the markets in general. We're a bit oversold here. If you look at the weekly, it looks like we are on our 3rd down week ending today, which 3 straight weeks in a row is a little extended. Look at the daily chart. I have 2 daily charts here. Both RSIs are getting a very extended. Also, this is putting in a nice tail today. We happen to be taking out 5062. I suspect we will see some upside today. So it seems as though 5060, we'll call it 5062, 63 area, very important in the ES. It's above that, we should probably see a healthy bounce. Will it happen today? I don't know. Could happen on Monday or Tuesday, possibly. So this, for the moment, this candle's got a ways to go. We got still another 8 hours of trading before the candle closes, but very productive candle here. Let me make sure my news, because I have not heard the news source. Close it, no, back up. I turned it on. See if it's working. So last night, obviously, we had the news. Israel had a response to Iran's previous bombing earlier in the week, or last weekend, I guess it was. And markets sold off on that. I took advantage right here. This is in Q on that market sell-off. This was definitely a little extended to the downside. Once this ATR broke, I got long for a quick scalping here. And I went to bed, but boy, you had some opportunity after we had this second move down and then a huge divergence set up. So if you were trading overnight and caught this divergence, you would have had yourself a really sweet trade to take. In case you're not sure what divergence looks like, here we have that marked along with this mark. So we had a lower low. RSI did not make a lower low, thus being the divergence. So your long opportunity would have been a break of this ATR, and you would have had one heck of a trade if you would have held through till that ATR broke. Then consolidated and then broke higher, and here's kind of where we stand at the moment. Let me move the NQ out of the way here and bring in MNQ, because that's when we'll be trading for today's session. Already got a trade this morning on MNQ right here after this move from, well, all the way down here, all the way back up to the, this is the settlement of the close yesterday. So we came all the way down, came all the way back up, closed the settlement. I got short for a quick one right here. All right, so let's talk about copy trading here. Gianluca? Welcome. Thanks for saying hello. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. All right, so I have loaded up here. I got the right accounts displayed. I have loaded up here 5 PA accounts for Apex. This is the trades last night that I took. I'm already at 418 on these 5 accounts, and I also took it in my personal account. That was just too good of a setup last night not to take that trade. So how do I replicate my trades? Just trading one account over multiple accounts, which is the way to go. Well, it's pretty easily. Replikanto software. Come down here. And what I want to do is open up this Flowbots Replikanto. Wait. And we want to tell it what I want to trade. So we're going to trade MNQ. I'm going to select MNQ here. And I need to select the leader account. So here I'm going to select this account right here. Then I'm going to check mark these other accounts to say, I'm going to trade in this account and I want you to replicate to these accounts the same instrument. So I'm going to trade MNQ. So that one is set up. Now I'm going to set up NQ. I don't plan on trading NQ unless the setup is just too juicy. So we'll set that up too. But on the NQ, I'm not going to trade the NQ on my personal account. So here I'm going to do a cross order. So it's going to trade NQ on my Apex PA accounts, but on my personal account, it will trade MNQ. So I have basically 2 tabs. One, it's MNQ that it will replicate. Second tab, NQ that it will replicate, except for my personal account, it will only replicate MNQ. Actually seeing it pop there right now. Let me take strike on. This could be a good little setup. I hate that longer move, but all right, big strike is on now. Move that down into the game. So many screens. Be sure that I get my screens all set up correctly here. I think we're set up, ready to go. ATR looks like it wants to break. There's some little tick strike action. We are right at market open here. I need to check the news real quick. I hadn't checked the news yet. I do want to check news. Be sure that we don't have anything in the news world on top of us to worry about. Friday. No real terrible news to really worry about. Wow, what a start. Tick strike, what a start for tick strike. I may even try to leverage that real quick here. Let me just see. Get to my NQ. Market kind of opened there with out me. We push down into this area. I may get long just on that. We had a nice push. Now tick strike went quiet there. I'm tempted to go long just a couple here for a scalp.
Order filled. Order submitted.
See if we can get this scalp right here.
Order filled.
There we go. So I took that initial push down where you had across the board slammed red across all these symbols, and it stopped, which meant that push kind of stopped. So I took advantage of just that comeback. Now we're pushing back down again. I typically will only do that type of scalp right here at the open where it's very volatile. Strike went quiet. Let's try it again.
Order filled. Order submitted. Order filled.
There we go. Thank you. That trade is just strictly off tick strike. Nothing else. Nothing about price. Nothing about anything else. Now, this ATR breaks, I'll probably look to get long again here. And it did
Order
break.
filled.
So let's get long here.
Order filled.
And we're out. And like that, we're just trading micros, guys. Just trading micros. I'm now up 594 for the day in those accounts. Just trading macros. Only basically made call it $100 in each account. If I pull in my personal account, here's the personal account. Even made $91 in the personal account. So when you replicate trading just one account and you spread that risk out over multiple accounts, you can do quite well trading micros. There is no reason to have to trade the mini, NQ mini. So what I should have done was I went long 2 here. I should have gotten one off on a scalp and then just tried to hold this other one. But typically here at the open, you get this kind of shake and bake. So at the open, I'm much more tend to just scalp only. We get past the first 20, 30 minutes, then we get a setup and see what goes on. Where are we going to test today? This is the overnight lows down here. Are we going to come back down this area and test to see if buyers want to auction and pick it back up again? Or do we rotate and start pushing above settlement from yesterday and start moving up into this area, which is bullish? Right now, overall, it's still bearish, but I have a little bit of bullish action. Remember I said if we could pull back into this green, this should be some support. So far, it is holding for some support here. Now, if we pull back towards this ATR, I could maybe add into this potential long. And if the ATR breaks, it gives me a very tight stop. Goog doing a little selling under the surface here. So see, we got a little selling. The tick strike trying to entertain that. This isn't going to run straight up because there's a little selling going on. But this is if you want to add to a long, starting to potentially be an add to a long. I'm going to wait till it gets back to this ATR and see how it handles it. All right, ATR touched and is holding. I could add one here and let's just
order filled.
Let's just add one and see if this ATR does hold and see if we can just get it to come back up towards some areas of
Order submitted.
resistance up here. If this fails, I'll get out of the trade. This ATR fails. Looking like it might fail here. The ATR is trying to hold. I'll go ahead and
Order filled.
add a second one
Order submitted.
at the ATR just to. All right, so
Order
ATR failed,
filled.
so that means I'm out. So I got a real tight, nice little tight stop on that one. See if this pulls back down into S1, what it wants to do. On a break, I'll get long again, and we'll try it with 2 contracts and try to keep a runner. What I would sure prefer is to have a nice push down here to get long again, especially back down to VWAP right here. But market will do what the market wants to do. I just have to sit and wait for the appropriate setup. Big strike, bang into the downside there a little bit. Now I won't scalp like I did right off the open because things have settled down a little bit. So now I'm going to go strictly off ATR and price. My news guy is not working today for some reason. I can't hear any news in the background. Let me try closing and opening the news guy again because I really like having the news in the background just in case there's something going on. It's really important right now because news on the Middle East can just happen at any time. All right, so I may look to take a long here. We get this ATR to break. Well, not gonna break there. Not trading without my Diet Dr. Pepper. All right, here we're pulling back into S1 support. Let's see if this area can be a little bit of support for a potential pushback up, or we want to come down here and test toward VWAP. Now I can't really get short here because we are over, basically a little bit oversold, so it could bounce just on the being a little bit oversold. So I don't want to necessarily short here. The short can continue as long as this ATR continues down. So what I'm going to look for is a mean reversion trade, oversold, break above the ATR, pushing this positive side. So here maybe we go. Let's see. A couple of green ticks there for tick strike. All right.
Order filled.
Long.
Order submitted.
See if we can get one off here. It's pulled right back down in ATR. I'm going to add one real
Order
quick
filled.
just to see if this could hold. ATR breaks. I'm out of the trade. Watching another chart that has ATR on it that's in Q. I really like the NQ chart better than the MNQ chart. So I'm waiting to see if the NQ chart breaks or not. So far it's trying to hold. A few ticks green from AMD and Netflix. Come on. I may even add a third one, a fourth one here. There we go. Push.
Order filled.
Add another one.
Order submitted.
See if we can get that one off. Come on. Push up there.
Order filled.
That one's off. All right. We're back down to 3. Now see if we can get a push into this one. It'll get me down to 2. I'll hold 2 runners. Come on. Come on, bulls. Oh, almost got up there. Come on. Go get it. Go get it.
Order filled.
There's down to 2 now. You would take another one off.
Order submitted.
Right there. Come on. Go. Go. May even just hit the sell market here on one just to limit. So far, no red ticks coming. There's been no red ticks. That still is at least positive for me to want to hang into this trade and not get out just yet. Still above ATR. There's a couple ticks from Goog. Amazon green. Makes me still want to hold. Come on. Tick strike. Come on, baby boys. Come on, bulls. Get that last. Get another push. Get another push. Let's get this. Get down to 1 runner here. Get up there. There you go. Get up there. Come on. Get up there and take it. Get up there and take it.
Order canceled.
I'm just going to go
Order
ahead
filled.
and get down to 1. It's probably going to go up and get it, but I just want to be sure to lower my risk. It's all about lowering your risk. I'm just going to leave this one run right now. I'm not going to do anything until we either get a little oversold or ATR breaks. One of those two is when I'll take this final one off. Going to be right after this trade, a really good start to the morning, and we're going to be done basically in 15 minutes. In this case, there's nothing for me to do. Just sit back and let this runner, let the runner try to go. Sometimes the runners work, sometimes they don't, but I got a free trade on at this point with this little micro, so I'll let it push. Pushes up in here to the pivot low. I may sell it here just for the fact that it's starting to get a little overbought on this little time frame. This is a 21, I think 2150, 2160 tick chart for M&Q. Still no reason for me to sell. We're still getting green ticks across the board. Just hang on to it. You just hang on to it. There you go. Seeing a little tick, little red tick there in Netflix, so makes me a little cautious now that I might just go ahead and take this right up here.
Order filled.
Let's do that. I'm taking it based on I saw just a little bit of Netflix, a little bit Apple. I'm kind of like getting out of the trade for tick strike, but this could still hold. The CTR hasn't broke. Still could move back up. But I'm happy. I'm satisfied with what I accomplished, and there. over $1,000. We made over $200 just trading these 5 accounts with Apex. I'm done for my Friday. No reason to really push it unless there's just a super sweet setup. If I even pull in my my live personal account, where's that at? Oh, here it is. I pull in the personal account. My personal account is also up 232. So basically over $1,300 between all 6 accounts. Trading micros. Yeah, that ATR held. I still should technically be holding on to this runner. There was not really a reason to sell. That runner is going. Now I'd probably go ahead and sell because definitely getting a slow SR is above the 85 line, and it's into a little support here, or I guess into some resistance here. This S1 and this PL is the pivot low from yesterday. Pivot low from yesterday was right here. This was the breakdown. So if we can get back above the pivot low and take out the high, it seems to be we could be in for a little bit more of a bullish day, moving all the way back up into the pivot point of yesterday and then maybe up into here. We'll see what happens. This is like critical time to see what this area wants to do. Or do we end up testing back down towards the lows? Who knows? I just play with what's set up in front of me right now. And if the ATR breaks, that's where I would have been out of that account. So I'm happy with the day. Hope everybody has a very good weekend. Remember, tomorrow is No Screen Saturday. Let me just check. Oh, thanks for the like. You're welcome. What time frame is on? Well, on my M&Q, the time frame, let me pull it down so you can see here, is at 2160? 2160. I prefer the NQ chart. NQ chart right here is 987 tick. 987 is a Fibonacci number. And I like the 987 tick. I try to match it as close as I can to the tick available in M&Q. And every month I look to see what's the percent traded in M&Q versus NQ. And M&Q, we trade about a little over twice the amount of NQ. Like M&Q is definitely heavier traded than NQ. And so I try to adjust the tick chart relative to NQ. So NQ is always 987, and I try to adjust the tick chart on M&Q based on the current volume in that month. See how that ATR broke? That actually would have been a short setup. We moved up into resistance. ATR broke. We were a bit oversold. This would have been a scalp to the downside. I'm playing still a little bit bullish bias as long as this area stays green and we stay above this. If we get below this area, then I will kind of work my bearish bias. At the moment, I am still very short-term bullish bias. But there's really no reason for me to trade right now. It's been a good day. I've more times than not kept on trading and given some back, and there is no fun to give anything back, especially on a Friday. Take care, everybody. Peace out. Remember the Apex sale, 80% off to the end of the month, code Pathway. Check out my website for all the deals that's going on. And safe trading to everyone. Have yourself a good weekend. Take care, everybody.